So a lot of times my friends will introduce me as Maney, and then they kind of sit there for a minute and they're like, or is it Steve? When they introduce me to somebody else that doesn't know me. And I was at a buddy's house on Saturday night, and I think it was his cousin or his brother-in-law, something like that. We were sitting in the garage playing darts, hanging out, and the guy was like... kind of looking at me, and I was like, hey, how you doing? You know, nice to meet you. And then right before I could say my name, and I would introduce myself as Steve.
Typically?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Like Saturday night, hanging out, I'd introduce myself as Steve, right? So, which is my first name, of course. And then right before I could say that, the guy came over and goes, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is Maney. And, or is it Steve? What should I tell him? Maney or Steve? And I go, either one's fine. I'm like, I'm Steve, you know? And he's like, Maney, I thought your voice sounded familiar from the radio. Wife and I love the show. Always listen to it when we take the kids to school. I was like, that's awesome, man. He goes, hey, dude, right away. Hey, what's your hookup with the FC? I go, oh, yeah, they advertise with us. We have a good connection with the FC. You know, we've done a lot of stuff for them before in the past. And so he's like, yeah, dude, can you get me tickets for the game?
The Miami game?
Of course, but I didn't know that at the time. And I was like, yeah, man, I could, you know, I'll see what I can do. I don't mind putting in a phone call or even seeing, you know, if we have tickets available here at the station.
Right.
Like, whatever it is. But I was like, huh.
I know. My au pair asked me for Miami tickets. It's like the hardest ticket to get, number one. And you're like, that's what you open with?
Yeah, that's what was weird, and I don't want this to be weird. If my buddy's listening, it didn't shake me for the night. I had a good night, but it was just like it was just a weird thing to ask right away and not be joking.
Yeah,
and not be joking, right? Like to be like, hey,
no,
man,
but for real.
Yeah, he didn't even say that. He was just like, oh, that's awesome. He's like, what's your hookup with the FC? Can you get tickets for the 13th? And I was like. I didn't even know, but I didn't even know that was the Miami game. I was like, yeah, we have a good connection. And then I'm sitting there and I go, look, and I turned to him, I go, bro, that's the Miami game. There's no way.
Yeah.
I was like, maybe another game I can get you. And he's like, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate it. And then he started following me on Insta.
Oh, yeah.
And then he's DM'd me and he's like, hey, man, this is my DM. I appreciate it. Love the show. So, like, I don't know. Like, this isn't a complaint. It just caught me off guard.
Yeah.
You know? And they're like, hey, this is Maney. Oh, a lot of people go, oh, who's the coolest person you met? That's always a good conversation.
Who is the coolest person you've met? Besides me, I mean.
Oh, well, yeah. Dallas, your husband. Steven Tyler. The Steven Tyler interview I did years ago in like 2006 was awesome. Totally awesome. I should find that.
Pretty cool.
LauRen, he unzipped his pants.
Okay. Not zipped up his pants.
No, he
unzipped
his pants. Okay. Because I was like, what's life on the road as a rock star? And he was like this. Zip.
Oh, my gosh.
And I was like, dude, you're awesome. In the room, like, I interviewed him backstage, and the room was, there was candles all over the place. Like, he had a rug. It almost didn't look like we were in an arena. You know what I mean? It looked like we were in his living room.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what else is
probably
cool.
like part of his rider to make it feel as much like home as possible.
Yeah, and he was on the VMAs too, Steven Tyler. But yeah, and then I'm trying. They have a plane. You know how we have Air Force One? Their tour plane is called Aero Force One. So I asked him, like, what's the coolest thing they've done on Aero Force One? And he's like, hey, cool. Like, he liked that I did my homework for the interview and I knew what was going on. And he's like, well, we don't have to follow FAA rules. He's like, because they're it's private jet.
Oh.
So if you don't want to strap in, you don't have to strap in.
Okay.
So they said years ago, back in like the late 70s, early 80s when they were wild, they wouldn't strap in and they would try and hold on as the plane would take off, and then they would all fly back to the bulkhead and smash into each other.
Okay.
I was like, that's pretty cool, man.
Now it's a party.
We talked about Liv, his daughter at the time, I think like...
She's probably pretty young then.
She was, and she was just in Armageddon with Ben Affleck. And he was like, yeah, you know, I'm real proud of her, you know, things like that. So that was really cool. I like that interview. That stuck out. What about you? Who's the best person you met?
I honestly, I have to say Bill Cower was like the only person who's probably ever stopped me in my tracks to where I could not form a sentence.
That is the coach.
Yes, a legendary coach for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But I met him walking into Miami Dolphins training camp one day, and I literally ran right into him. Like, I wasn't paying attention. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And then I looked up and it was Bill Cower. And I was like, oh my God, I love you.
Were you working?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Because I was talking about being in radio.
Yeah.
Because although I was technically working, I was hosting one night at the Hornets game, and Michael Jordan was in the elevator with me, and everybody got out but MJ. Mm-hmm. And it was just me and him, and he turned to me, and you know this story. Yeah. It brought tears to my eyes. He goes, and how you doing, Maney? And I go, how does he know my name?
Right.
Oh, my God.
Michael Jordan knows my name. That's pretty cool.
Well, said my name.
Yeah.
Right? And then I called my buddy who worked for the Hornets. He's like, of course, dude. He was courtside the whole night. Like, he knows where his money's spent, because my MJ goes, thanks for everything you do for us on the radio.
That's cool.
That was really cool. That was awesome. All right, LauRen was mistaken for somebody who was I guess a popular YouTuber. What's the sitch?
Yeah. So my husband and I went to the Virginia Tech game over the weekend, and we were sitting in our seats, and this woman, like one row in front of us and kind of to the diagonal, she kept looking back at us. And, you know, we were sitting in the same row as somebody from Charlotte who knew who we were from the radio. So Dallas just thought like, oh, like, you know, they started talking and now she knows that I'm on the radio and she's looking over. Well, about, I guess, I don't know, 5 minutes into halftime, she turns around and she goes, are you Kim? And I go, what? I was like,
Kim?
Nope, not Kim. And she looks at Dallas and I, and she goes, you guys, I thought that you were the YouTube couple. And she goes, I got to find him for you. And she starts like telling us who they are. And Dallas knew who they were. And it's Penn and Kim Holderness. And he used to do news in Raleigh. They live in Raleigh now.
Oh, okay.
But Dallas has gray hair and he has gray hair. And I think that's like how she put the two together.
I mean, Big Al, I could see, like, if you could look at that screen over there, like maybe.
There.
Like maybe.
Yeah, I mean, she has longer hair than I do. My hair's short, but
if I saw you walking at like 10 miles an hour, I'd be like, oh, is that?
I mean, very fast.
Yeah.
Very fast.
Exactly.
And well, she had short hair there, but anyway, they won the Amazing Race, and now they're YouTube stars and whatnot.
They're basically living your life.
Yeah,
you tried out for the Amazing
Yes.
Race, and you want to be a YouTube star. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
But she was like convinced that it was them, and I was like, no, I hate to tell you, it's not. But
did you tell her? Did you say no? I just have a lowly radio career.
Yeah, I did.
I'm not a YouTuber. Although we do have a YouTube channel, the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. You should go like and subscribe. Big Al and LauRen work hard putting up great videos. So wait, how do you know that the person knew that you were from Charlotte or knew the radio show?
Like the first guy who we talked to, because he actually said something. So Dallas went to go sit in the seat, and I was walking probably like 5 feet behind him. And the guy was like, hey, man, are you from Charlotte? Does your wife work on the radio? And Dallas literally just turned around and pointed to me as I was coming down the aisle. And he was like, oh, my God, I love your show. So that's how we knew.
Did that guy ask you for tickets right afterwards? Like I got asked?
No, he did not.
Yeah.
He was really nice.
Yeah, good. I mean,
Nice
the guy
guy.
that asked me for tickets was nice, too. He just was like, oh, you work on the radio? Can you get me tickets? And I'm like, whoa, we just met.
I think you owe me dinner.
Yeah, my wife asked for tickets. I don't even get her tickets. What about you guys? I wonder if anyone else had been mistaken for somebody. And maybe it could be a celebrity, or maybe you were mistaken. You know what else is funny is like if you're mistaken for a sibling and somebody thinks that you're one sibling, but you're not, you're the other sibling.
And they're calling you that person's name.
Yeah. And then you feel bad, don't you?
I'm sure twins get that a lot.
Oh, all the time. And don't you feel bad correcting?
If they don't bring it up, I ain't bringing it up. Shoot.
Right. So like if
we just gonna move on.
If somebody called you Big Ed instead of Big Al, you would be like, well,
you just roll with it?
Yeah, just
it would depend. Sometimes it's not a battle worth fighting.
Yeah, right.
Because some people it's like, child, let me get out of this conversation. If you correct somebody, some people would take off 10 more miles a minute. I'm good, baby.
There's that, but also I feel bad for the person. because I put myself in that
Right.
person's position.
And then they're embarrassed. And,
yeah. I don't like that. That happened to me. Somebody thought I was rich, and he was like, "How do you love living here?" And it was somebody that played tennis, and then eventually it went so far. He's like, and your brother works on the radio. That's awesome. He's like, do you see him a lot? I was like, I'm the younger one. He's like, oh, you're the younger
I'm actually
Maney.
the one who works on the radio.
Yeah.
Good thing he didn't say his show's stupid.
That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. Yeah, I don't listen, not a fan.
Yeah.
All right, 704-570-9595. What about your stories? We have some phone lines for you to jump in and tell us. LauRen was mistaken for a YouTuber. Is there a celebrity that you get mistaken as? Is there another family member, whatever it is? We'd love to hear. What do you get mistaken for? Who'd you get mistaken for? LauRen was mistaken for a YouTube star, and Dallas was mistaken for the YouTube star's husband. I guess they do a channel together.
Yeah.
But no, you're just a radio show host.
Just me.
You were at a football game in Blacksburg watching VTech, and somebody was like, wait, are you Kim?
Yeah. Are you guys Kim and Penn? I was like, no.
So we want to know, who do you get mistaken for at 704-570-9595? Who have you been mistaken for in the past? Let's say hello to Carolina. Hey, Carolina, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys. Happy Monday.
Oh, come on. Say it with a little more excitement than
A
that.
little pep in your step.
It's Monday. Yeah. The weekend went by so quick.
I know.
I'm mad.
All right, what you got? Who do people mistake you for?
A lot of people think that I look like Dora the Explorer.
The cartoon.
Girl, that's a cartoon character.
Yeah, I texted you guys a picture. I don't know if you got it.
Hold on.
I'm so glad that you did that because I do want to see.
Let me see.
Well,
You look dressed like her here.
Yeah. To be fair.
Oh, that's so funny. Can we post this picture on our Insta?
Yes, you can.
All right. That'd be awesome. Thanks, Carolina. Hold on, you guys. Give us a minute. We'll get that picture up so you guys can go check out Carolina the Explorer. This is Anthony. Good morning.
Good morning.
What's up, man? People mistake you for someone?
Yeah, I was in Disney. I was about 26, 27 years old. And we walked into, I believe it was the Grand Floridian. I'm not sure what hotel it was. And when my wife and I walked in, well, my wife now, girlfriend then, people were staring at me. I didn't know what they were staring at. And then everybody started saying, Bruce, Bruce. And I was looking around looking for Bruce Willis. And everybody thought it was me.
So you got mistaken for Bruce Willis.
Yeah, so when I got to the counter, they gave us free comp, upgrades, honeymoon suite. I'm like, I'm not.
Get outta here.
I'll show you my ID.
So, but you know how celebrities check in under different names so that people don't know it's them? They just probably thought that was
guess.
your...
But I was, and then people coming up to me for my autograph. I'm like, I'm not Bruce Willis.
How much do you look like him? I mean...
When I was younger,
Yeah.
I mean, Bruce now lost his hair. Thank God I still got mine.
Oh, okay,
But,
okay. So you're like diehard Bruce Willis.
Yeah, pretty much with the same face, the dimples, like that. So.
Yeah.
All right.
Go to the coast. We get together. Have a few laughs.
Thanks, Anthony.
You almost kinda
Thanks for
sounded like
sharing.
him, too.
A little bit,
Yeah.
right? A little bit. Natalie texted in and said, my 20-year-old son and I almost have exactly the same hair, in the same color, and the same build, and we both wear glasses. So my husband sometimes will call my name thinking it's me in the kitchen, but it's my son. Thank goodness he realizes it before he smacks him on his bottom.
Yeah.
Hey, it's LauRen from the Maney and LauRen Morning Show. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel and like this video. But if you want to see more content, we've got stunts and more funny show moments.